Hello there. Hey guys, before you watch, make sure to watch part 1. We left off with Anakin and Padme in their throne room, just receiving a video of Ahsoka and Yoda killing one of their Inquisitors. This happens just after Padme tells Anakin that she's pregnant. Anakin mobilizes the Inquisitors. Every Inquisitor leads their own unit around the galaxy to places where rebel activity was suspected to be taking place. They didn't need proof, they acted on all the rumors they had received. Anakin and Padme have changed in their 5 years of reign. Anakin has fully embraced the dark side and fights to his strengths. He uses his brute strength and combines it with the Force to deliver strikes that cannot be blocked by anyone. In one-on-one combat, Anakin is unmatched in the entire galaxy. Padme was an accomplished Sith alchemist and integrates this into her fighting. Padme can use Sith spells to enhance the weapons she uses and create an impenetrable defense. Aside from her lightsaber, she wields an ancient Sith sword, Nightbringer, that she instills with her Sith alchemy, making it a weapon no one wants to fight against. Anakin and Padme stand around their communicator on the brig of their ship, receiving information from the Inquisitors about the hunt for Ahsoka and Yoda. Anakin is leaning in intently, waiting for any news about the Jedi. Padme has sensed a change in Anakin after the mention of his old apprentice Ahsoka's name. She can sense deep down that he wants to bring her onto their side, but he knows that isn't possible. Ahsoka is a true light side user, and it would be impossible to convert her now. She must die, and Anakin knows this. Padme thinks back to the days of her past, when her master Darth Plagueis first came to her on Naboo when she was just 4 years old. It was a complete coincidence that they even met. Plagueis had business with her father and didn't sense anything in Padme. But Padme at just 4 years old could sense the power within Plagueis and made herself known to the Sith Lord. Plagueis was bewildered, almost frightened when this occurred. Plagueis thought he had found the perfect apprentice in Sidious and did not think it could get any better. Somehow, he had found this young girl on Naboo with maybe the most potential in the Force ever. Plagueis had already denounced the rule of 2 and had begun training other apprentices in case Sidious didn't turn out right. But now with Padme, this would not be a problem. In this very moment, the Sith's victory was assured. For the next 2 days, no interesting news is delivered to them by the Inquisitors. They have sacked countless villages and towns in search for any Jedi, but to no success. On the 3rd day, the Grand Inquisitor's fleet is attacked in the dead of space. Suddenly, tens of rebel ships come out of hyperspace and take them on directly. In the heat of the battle, the Grand Inquisitor calls the Skywalkers and tells Anakin that he can sense over 10 Jedi fighting in this battle and tells them they are losing. Anakin orders them to retreat and get away. Anakin looks at Padme and they both know what's happened. The reason there have been no Jedi in the last 5 years is because they've secretly been gathering together and slowly rebuilding the Jedi Order. Now, they deem their number high enough and powerful enough that they stand a chance against the Skywalkers. And not only that, they have joined the Rebel Alliance. Anakin looks upon his pregnant wife Padme and puts his hand on her stomach, muttering that this is the worst time for this. In the following year, the rebels increase their output and begin directly attacking Imperial facilities. With the help of the Jedi, they are mostly successful. The Inquisitors have attempted to fight back, but no Jedi had been defeated. However, the Inquisitors' numbers have reduced by 2 from 25 to 23. The Skywalkers can only estimate how many Jedi are currently united and hold it at around 50. They have ramped up the production on their Death Star, the plans they stole from Sidious after his death. The last thing they want is for the rebels and Jedi to find out about its existence, but they know they eventually will. Padme gives birth to 2 children, a boy and a girl, Luke and Leia. These children are the future of the Sith. Now that Padme is no longer pregnant, she is back to full strength and fighting capacity. She knows they need all the firepower they can get and reach out to Darth Maul, who has been lurking in the shadows. With Kenobi's death, all Maul wants is power, and they offer to reveal some of their secrets of the dark side if he helps them in their fight. Maul agrees and aligns himself with the Skywalkers. One of their spies reveals to Anakin that they found the rebel base on Dantooine and have confirmed the presence of the Jedi there as well. Anakin and Padme set out immediately and bring a good portion of the Imperial fleet with a ground siege squadron with them. They begin traveling into hyperspace towards the planet. At the rebel base, Yoda and Quinlan Vos look at each other in worry as they sense many ships coming towards them in hyperspace and order for their own ships to be deployed and fight them back. The Imperial fleet comes out of hyperspace and is met with almost equal resistance. Anakin and Padme are shocked by the firepower of the rebels and didn't expect this. However, the plan continues. They initiate the ground siege and they themselves travel towards the surface. They land with 15 walkers, 10 TIE fighters and 20,000 troops, and 2 extremely powerful Sith Lords, only 1 kilometer from the base. The rebels begin their counterattack. They have 10 heavy cannons at the base and begin firing upon the Imperial forces. The walkers' shields are holding up for now, but it's only a matter of time before they fall. Stormtroopers set up their line and hide from the heavy fire. X and Y wings are deployed to intercept the TIE fighters, and the battle in the sky begins. Blaster fire is deafening, and the heavy cannon fire shakes the ground every time it hits. The walkers concentrate their fire power on the heavy cannons, but their shields are too strong. The heavy cannons end up taking out 15 walkers, however the walkers were able to penetrate the defense of 7 of the heavy cannons, leaving only 3 left. Anakin knew this would happen and had sent sabotagers to sneak into the rebel camp. A team of 5 highly skilled assassins managed to sneak in and disable the last 3 heavy cannon shields and take out 1 themselves. The last 2 are gunned down by Imperial forces, focusing their power. It's now a battle of Imperial troops and the rebels. The number of rebels was higher than expected at 10,000, but only half of the 20,000 stormtroopers. The Imperial forces begin advancing, Anakin and Padme taking the lead, dodging all blaster fire with ease. They are only 400 meters away and can see the line of the rebel forces. They begin to see the flicker of blue and green appear in the line as they get closer. They push forward even further, 200 meters, 100 meters away. Maul joins them now and they stare down the 20 Jedi waiting for their arrival. 75 meters, 50 meters, 25, the real fight now begins. Hey guys, before we continue, we're giving away a replica Cal Kestis lightsaber from Neosabers for reaching 10,000 subscribers. All you need to do to enter is like and comment on my other video called What If Qui-Gon Survived. Don't comment on this video, you have to comment on that video. There is a link to it in the description or check it out on our channel page. Also check out Neosabers for some cool lightsabers at an affordable price. Now back to the video. The 3 Sith rush the 20 Jedi. The Jedi of significance include Yoda, Ahsoka, and Quinlan Vos. Anakin takes on Ahsoka. He must be the one to end his old apprentice. Padme takes on Yoda and has dreamed about the day of ending the Jedi Master. Of course, they are not fighting them one-on-one, but multiple Jedi at the same time. Ahsoka is utterly shocked about how powerful Anakin has become in the short time as a Sith Lord. He begins cutting down Jedi fighting him, 8 to 6 to 4 in a flash. He utilizes his ability of deadly sight, vaporizing his Jedi opponents. He picks up one Jedi with the Force and crushes him into the size of an atom. He decapitates the last and pulls Ahsoka close in with the Force and tells her he wishes it could have been different, and pierces her with his blade and hugs her while she perishes. Meanwhile, Padme pulls out her enchanted sword Nightbringer in her right hand and uses the Force to manipulate her purple blade in her left. The fluidity of her movements with her left hand makes it impossible for any Jedi Knight opposing her to defend from it. Her enchantment of Nightbringer is so powerful, when it clashes with a lightsaber, it shatters the blade. Yoda is standing in shock watching this go down. Padme easily kills 7 Jedi in a matter of seconds. She is wielding a power he didn't think possible. She turns her eyes to Yoda and readies for the attack. Yoda stands ready, but is significantly outmatched. The fight goes on for longer than expected, but 5 seconds after it began, it ended with Padme crossing her arms over and cutting the Master in 4. Maul managed to kill the other Jedi and the fight was over. The Imperial forces in space dominated the rebels and bombed their base, destroying anything that was left of the rebellion. There were 30 Jedi Knights left around the galaxy that had escaped, but these were ultimately Padawans and weak Knights that would be easily disposed of. Any chance of rebellion had been crushed. There was truly no one that could oppose them now. Together they captured many of their remaining Jedi and experimented on them. This included Darth Maul, whom they betrayed after their victory. They used Plagueis and Sidious's research in order to search for the power to manipulate the midichlorians to preserve their lives. After 12 long years, when Luke and Leia reached their teenage years, they discover the secret and manage to kill the Jedi in captivity, revive them, only to do the same over and over again. They have done it, figured out the secret that all Sith Lords of the past had failed to achieve. They could now live forever. With multiple Death Stars now completed in construction, no one would dare oppose the Sith Lords. Luke and Leia grow up to be just as powerful in the Force, and each have families of their own. The Skywalker dynasty has now begun, and all of their relatives aid in ruling over the galaxy. Their bonds are unmatched and unable to be broken. Hundreds of years go by, and Anakin and Padme still rule together. Their love has not faded. They have hundreds of relatives that rule over different sectors of the galaxy that bear the Skywalker name. They got the life they always wanted, and they did it together. Thanks for watching guys, let me know what you think in the comments below. Don't forget to check out Neo Sabers and enter in our giveaway and maybe become a member of the channel and help support us.